Hey, good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center with your weather update here on your May 15th, 2025. Now, before we get going, we always like to say thank you and welcome aboard to any new followers here on our page. And if you're not yet a follower, or if you're not exactly sure, what I need you to please do is go to the link down below. It's going to take you right here to the main Facebook page, and you can hit that like button at the upper right-hand corner, and that way you're an official follower here on the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center Facebook page. Now, if you happen to be watching on YouTube, you know what you got to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, dealing with some dirty skies across North Georgia. That's the best way I can describe it. I thought we'd get a little more sunshine, but we're getting a little bit of a cloud cover thrown in for good measure. But the temperatures are still going to be staying above normal, not only for the rest of today, but also going into your Friday as well as we get going into the weekend. And we're still tracking some thunderstorms that could be arriving going into your Saturday morning. So we got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and take a live look right now in Helen, Georgia. Again, got some of that cloud cover in there. And we'll get some breaks in those clouds as well from time to time. So kind of a partly sunny type afternoon here for today. A little bit of a light breeze being seen here in Helen. Take a look up here in Blue Ridge. Got a little more sunshine coming through the clouds up this way. Again, a little bit of a breeze. And temperatures will be quite pleasant for this afternoon, well into the 80s for afternoon highs. All right, let's go look at the radar right now. All clear. It should remain that way. Not expecting any significant rainfall chances, not only for the rest of your Thursday, but also for Friday. Best rain chances, as we're expecting some storms to come in across the northwest section. Looks like that'll be arriving going into early Saturday morning. I'm going to show you the latest model date on that here in just a second. Now, we are seeing some light return, some mid-level moisture up here across northern Alabama. This is not going to amount to anything if it's even reaching the ground. So not expecting much of this, although it may enhance the cloud cover here across North Georgia. Temperatures in the 70s. A lot of areas will be topping out of the 80s here for this afternoon. As we look at our satellite imagery again, you got the dirty skies kind of coming in here. I thought we would get mostly cloudy like tonight, but it's coming a little bit earlier. So we're going to continue to see that partly sunny trend. That'll be the same for Friday as well. And then we'll watch that rain chance coming at us as we go into your Saturday. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the severe weather risk here. This is going into Friday night and Saturday morning. You notice we've got this is northwest portion of the state. Here's Atlanta down here. Here's Dalton right here. So we got a slight risk coming in here. A marginal risk, I should say, in the green. That's a level 1 going in towards Saturday morning. Now I'm going to switch this over here, and I'm going to take you over to the next day, and you're going to see that it's going to shift a little bit here, and it's going to cover everything here on day 3 going into Saturday. So the entire North Georgia is going to be covered in this as we go into this upcoming weekend. I don't think anything will be too widespread. It'll be just kind of marginal, isolated thunderstorm that may pop up in the afternoon as we got a front that's going to kind of decay and fall apart over our area as we go into your Saturday. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the forecast modeling here. Let's go ahead and get this back up here. Here we go, as we're going to be talking about this. So again, looking pretty quiet here for today. Not expecting anything else for the rest of your Thursday. Going into your Friday, though, we got some storms and stuff up there into Alabama. This is going into your Thursday night and into Friday morning. You notice these are riding right along the Georgia border there, going into Friday morning. So you might see an isolated shower there right along those northern counties going into Tennessee if that little cluster of storms fires up as advertised, and then kind of moves off and kind of dies off into the Carolinas. What we're going to wait is for the big stuff that's going to fire up into Friday afternoon, and you see these hefty thunderstorms going up through Kentucky up here just to the north, and some of this is going to work its way down south as we go into the overnight hours here, going into Friday night and into Saturday morning. So as we go on through the time period here, as these storms fire up here, there they coming on down south as we go in toward 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you see it kind of entering the state there early in the morning. It looks like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and the storms will kind of lose their punch. They're going to lose a little of their energy as they come on through here going into your Saturday morning. But we couldn't rule out an isolated severe thunderstorm as this moves on through. We get just a marginal chance as that moves on through, and then we'll see things dry out once again a little bit later in the work week. We'll watch this closely as we get a little bit closer to it. So let's go look at your forecast maps. There's a couple things I want to point out is the fact that we're going to stay above normal here for the next 6 days. Day 7, get ready for a big change on that Thursday. So again, watching that frontal system that's going to be coming at us here, going into your Saturday morning, and then it's going to die out. It's going to go in Saturday and Sunday. It just kind of washes out. And then we're going to kind of see what happens later in the week. Going into Tuesday, we got another frontal system watch. We have a chance of rain returning by Wednesday, and then that front comes on in here, going and sweeps on through on Thursday. And then behind this one, significantly cooler air coming on in. It's a question of how cool, and I'll kind of give you my first little best estimate right here in just a second on a 7-day, but it's going to be significantly cooler. In fact, it looks like it'll stay below normal right through in Memorial Day weekend as we go into the unofficial start of summer. It's going to be feeling cooler. So here we go with our forecast here for tomorrow. Let's say partly sunny to mostly cloudy, kind of similar to what we got out there for today, but still unseasonably warm. Above normal temperatures, 89 and 70. The only inhibiting factor for the temperature being warmer is going to be the amount of what kind of level of cloud cover we're going to get here across the region. So, but still looking at above normal temperatures. Metro Atlanta may be flirting with 90 degrees for tomorrow. Overnight lows, mostly cloudy here for tonight. Very yucky. I mean, mid-60s in the mountains. Most everybody else in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Coming at 69. Rome at 68, 69 over in Monroe. So definitely a very muggy night here across North Georgia. Daytime highs, we'll keep it around 90 down across Metro Atlanta. Middle 80s up in the mountains, but everybody here with unseasonably warm temperatures expected. Partly sunny to mostly cloudy type of day once again across North Georgia for your Friday. Here we go with a regional perspective. Nashville 88, Memphis 87, Jackson at 90, 81 at Destin, great beach day there, and 85 degrees over into Savannah. How about the rest of the 7-day? Check this out. Again, we got the rain chance. Going to go 50% here. Where Saturday looks like morning showers and thunderstorms here on Saturday. I think the afternoon we're going to look okay. I should have switched my icon there. But again, 50% there on Saturday. Sunday, only 30% chance, 20% chance. We're in the upper 80s here going into Tuesday. Here comes our frontal system coming in on Wednesday, 82-67. Check out day 7, 70 and 60. So, and that was kind of splitting the hairs a little bit between the American GFS and European model. But the bottom line here is we're going to stay above normal here for the next 6 days. And then day 7, we're going to see a significant drop off in the temperatures. The question mark is going to be, how cool are we talking about? What are those temperatures going to be? But they're going to be running below normal, not only for Thursday. I think that's going to continue right through your Memorial Day weekend. So might be a little bit on the cool side. And I'm thinking predominantly like 70s and 50s, I think, across North Georgia going into that weekend. So a little bit below normal, but should be pretty comfortable. Shouldn't be too bad to be outside and just get ready for the unofficial start of the summer season. All right, that's y'all's update for now. Yeah, doing this a little bit early today. I'm getting ready to do some wall-to-wall severe weather coverage on my Weather Nerds YouTube channel. I will post that link over here. If you're kind of a weather geek and you like to kind of watch severe weather coverage, you can always come over and watch me over there on we'll call it the national platform. I'll have that over there. You can come over and check that out for this afternoon. Should be some pretty rough weather across the high plains, into the Great Lakes and into the Midwest. And then tomorrow we will shift down into areas of Tennessee and into Kentucky with severe weather. So we got a couple of pretty active severe weather days ahead. And being the weather nerd I am, yeah, we'll do some coverage on that. Anyway, that's y'all's update. Y'all take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next update. Until then, y'all have a great day. Stay cool out there. Bye-bye.